It's Anthony again, and this is my guide on the Batman costumes and what the hell is Batman wearing. Um, this is the Zur-in-Ara suit. I believe that's the correct pronunciation for this costume. And a little history behind Zur-in-Ara is the way it was introduced back in the 50s. A lot of people think that this suit was introduced when Grant Morrison started Batman. No, this was not Grant Morrison's brainchild, even though it looks like something that would come out of his brain. This was introduced in the 1950s as a Batman with superpowers. And it was kind of the opposite of Superman, where Superman gets his powers from the yellow sun. Zur-in-Ara, Batman got his powers from the red sun, and he had all the same powers as Superman, which was kind of weird. And he met our Batman, Bruce Wayne, and that was how this costume was introduced back in the 50s during the era of Adam West and the TV show. And this was kind of when the comic book sales, damn, thugs are always louder than me. This is when the comic book sales kind of declined and nobody was picking up the books because it was so campy and so sci-fi and so different than what Batman was before, where they were like, wow, we just really don't want this. And so DC kind of moved on from that era, and they were in the modern era, and they're like, we want to pretend like none of this ever happened. But Grant Morrison was like, no, I want to bring it back. So Grant Morrison did a story called Batman R.I.P., where Batman became the Batman of Zur-in-Ara. And the way they explained it was basically Batman was brainwashed, and he created Zur-in-Ara as a kind of defense mechanism so that if he was ever brainwashed again, he would always be Batman, and he would always become Batman somehow. And that's basically what this was this is Batman's alternate personality. This is the Bruce Wayne's way of making sure that there would always be a Batman. And shout out to my boy Mark. I know he's gonna see this on Facebook. This was his favorite costume. Really not. Mark went through that whole RIP thing with me. We were both reading this story together. And we had many conversations over this and Grant Morrison's work. For those that don't know Grant Morrison, he is someone who openly admitted that he was doing acid for most of his comic book career. So his stories can be very trippy and very crazy, and this is just one example of how crazy things can get with Grant Morrison. I mean, look at the red, the yellow, the purple. This is Hulk Hogan would love this outfit right now. This is, I mean, brother, all the red and yellow, brother. This is a crazy Batman outfit, and this is Grant Morrison all day. This is Grant Morrison on acid. This is Grant Morrison at his best. And this is just one example of how there's this ongoing theme in Batman that there will always be a Batman for Gotham, no matter what. And this game and this suit is an example of that. This suit is a very poor example of that, but there will always be a Batman, even if it is Zur-in-Ara. So yeah, this is my explanation of Zur-in-Ara. Later, guys.